Let's continue the conversation. I want to bring in trial attorney and former prosecutor Donald Schweitzer. So, Donald, thank you so much for joining us. I want to ask you from a legal standpoint, does he have the right to see his child while he's in jail before any trial proceedings?
Elizabeth, nobody has an absolute right to see their kids, especially people that are in custody. It's not unusual for the court to allow people to visit with their children while they're in custody. But my guess right now is that the court is going to want to take some time. The primary concern of the court is the health, welfare, and safety of the child. And the allegation right now is that this man committed murder of the mother in the presence of the child. And you also have to remember that the court has to take into consideration the foster parent. How comfortable is the foster parent right now at taking that child to a jail to visit a person that's alleged to have killed the child's mother? So I wouldn't hold your breath on this one. It could happen, but it probably won't.
Okay, but Donald, I want to play devil's advocate because we are all innocent until proven guilty, and for all intents and purposes, he is a good dad, according to some people who have been in connection with him.
Well, Elizabeth, we're not dealing with proof beyond a reasonable doubt. We're not dealing with a criminal matter. In family court or in dependency court, we're dealing with preponderance of the evidence. If the police arrested this man and if he's been charged or is going to be charged, I guarantee you that there's enough for preponderance of the evidence. We've got the FBI involved. There's been search warrants issued, evidence collected at both of these parties' homes. And just look at the facts of this case. There is preponderance of the evidence for the juvenile court or family court to make a determination. This man is not presumed innocent in those courts.
Does it matter, and should we care? Because really the biggest unknown here is when was this hearing scheduled, this custody hearing, right? What did Kelsey, why is that so important?
It's really not important. It could have happened. There may have been a hearing that was filed and put on calendar before the disappearance of Kelsey, but now we're looking at a completely different case. Somebody may have made allegations that there was neglect or abuse before Kelsey's disappearance. But now what we have is presumably a dead mother, and we have a man that's charged with murder. This court is not going to be looking at those old facts. And by the way, Frazee is not in a position to litigate. He's not going to be taking custody of this child. So this court is obviously looking at a protective custody matter, and they're going to be looking at who this child should go to. And presumably it's going to be with a member that's close to the family, and maybe a grandmother or a sibling or something like that, probably Kelsey's mother.
All right, and for so many of our viewers at home who are wondering why we don't have some more information, it's because obviously we're dealing with a juvenile here. These are typically closed, and it's not public information. So, of course, for our viewers, we will bring you whatever information we do have. Donald Schweitzer, thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Really appreciate it.